Silver is starting to shine again. Could this be the start of something big? Let's check it out. I'm Pico Konstantinos, and I'm here to support your investment goals. If you enjoy this content, I'd really appreciate if you'd like this video, and please consider subscribing to my channel as we discuss all things investing. Looking at the silver price chart, we can see this massive rise after COVID, when gold was rising sharply and silver went on a massive run from $12 all the way up to $30. And since then, it's been in what we call a bit of a trading range from between $30 and around about $22. We can see this $30 level has been hit a number of times, but the price just could not break through that level. So we have a bit of a downtrend happening. So basically, after this latest attempt at high 20s, the price has trended downwards back to this support zone at around about the $22 mark. But the positive thing for silver is we can see we had a trading week that went down to support but quickly rose back to where it commenced the trading week. And since then, we've had some good rises, and silver has broken above this latest downtrend line and does look like it is now starting to appreciate. It looks like the bulls or the buyers are starting to gain a bit of ascendancy, which could be positive going forward. Looking at the long-term charts, we can get a picture of just how volatile silver can be. Back in 1979, there was an amazing short squeeze where the market was actually squeezed out by two investors or two speculators, and that's an amazing historical event if you'd like to research that. Now, 2011 saw another massive spike. So this spike went up to close to $50. Now in 2011, there was a silver rush, which sort of coincided with gold hitting 1900 around about a similar time. So silver went on this giant rush after the GFC, which occurred in 2009. And then this massive rush back to $50 per ounce, and then basically fell off a cliff after that. Didn't fall as far as the 1979, but really came back hard, all the way back down to $13 around about that. And we've got this latest rise where we just looked at, where it's been hovering in between 30 and 22. So silver is extremely volatile, can make some massive moves, and it's not for the faint-hearted. So compared to gold, silver I would class as a lot more volatile. It's a lot more thinly traded. It doesn't have the volume of trading that gold has. For that reason, some people believe that silver is heavily manipulated, because you can manipulate. Some big players could force the market to move in certain directions by placing big orders and things like that, trying to suppress the price, things like that. So I don't know myself. Certainly could be manipulated. There are signs when I study price charts of silver and gold and things like that. There are signs that make me think there are certainly players that have an interest in either keeping the price down or things like that. So it does certainly show some patterns that, well, I guess in all markets, there's people trying to do all sorts of things. And so that plays out in the charts. Now, silver might be the unloved cousin of gold, but when she really gets moving, there's no other market you'd want to be in than the silver market. A gold rush can be unbelievable, but a silver rush can be out of this world. Let's have a look why silver could be at the early stages of its biggest rally of all time. First reason, silver has high electrical conductivity and durability, so it's used in a lot of technology, mobile phones, computers, things like that. They're also starting to use silver in solar panels, etc. There's been reports that supply and demand for silver as an industrial product, the supply hasn't been meeting demand this past year. And so the industrial side of silver is possibly one of the reasons why silver has outperformed gold over the past year or two when commodities have done very well. Second reason, silver is a precious metal. So for when you think about history, whenever anyone has mentioned gold, quite often they'll also mention silver. Even in the Bible, back in the Bible days, they talked about gold and silver. It goes together. There were many fantastic silver mines in Mexico and different places. And so silver has that connotation, very similar to gold, of being a precious metal, very sought after. It's been used in trading, very valuable. And so we'll enjoy any investment return to precious metals. Third reason that silver could be in for a massive rise is the possibility of a shortage. So if we think about the industrial side for silver, there's been increased demand. Now that combined with investment could produce a shortage of silver over the coming years. Now, if there is a shortage of silver, that could really send the price skyrocketing as the actual commodity itself, the physical commodity, becomes in short supply. So that's something that to keep an eye on. That's something that could really have a massive effect on the silver market. Where to from here for silver? Well, looking at the price chart, we've got that strong resistance around that $30 mark. So what we need to see is silver to regain that level, and this time to break through and use that $30 mark as a support, build a base, and continue on from there. If silver does go on the rally of its life, how can we profit? There's four main ways we can look at investing to profit from a rising silver price. First one would be to invest into silver mining stocks or stocks that will do well in a rising or a strong silver market. So that's an easy way that you can get into silver stocks. The second main area you could look at is to buy silver ETFs, so silver related ETFs. So that could be a basket of, say, silver miners. So silver stocks, it could be a basket of them, or it could be even a silver ETF that looks at tracking the silver price. So an ETF can be another great way of investing into silver. A third way could be looking at the actual price of silver and placing a trade on the price of silver to go up. And you could do that via the futures market or maybe via a contract for difference, CFD, a mechanism like that, and you can bet on the actual price and realize profit if the price goes up. And lastly, you can actually buy physical silver bullion. So you could buy silver bars or silver coins. You could keep them at home and just sell them whenever you wanted. Or if you bought a lot, you could have a custodian to hold that silver for you, and you might pay them a small fee. So what do you think? Do you think silver is going to go on the biggest tear of its life? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm Biko Konstantinos. I truly appreciate you watching this video, and I'll catch you next time.